What's up, Reefers? This is Alex Corals, and this is Alex Wilson, your host. And this is my video log where you can learn from my daily mistakes. So come check it out. Alright, so here's a shot of my 100-gallon quarantine system today. And yeah, the dinoflagellates are certainly gone out of this system, as well as the 20-gallon quarantine over there, and it was still hanging out in the 20 gallons. So it's only been about a week since I saw the last pieces of it disappear. So I haven't touched anything on the 20 gallon yet, as far as it, but I want to increase the lighting. I believe it's at 90%, increase it up to 100%, and kind of go from there. But I did increase the lighting a little bit on the 100 gallon right here. And so yeah, it's doing okay, so good so far, right, Yellow Tang? So good so far, says the Yellow Tang over here, and he's certainly getting more and more aggressive, this Yellow Tang. This is his corner right there, right under the pump right there, like a little house. And then right up here in front of the elegance, there's food right there, so just get in there to clean and everything, and I gotta chase him out of there because he's trying to kick me out. So anyway, it's just typical Yellow Tang behavior, I believe, if there's just the one Tang in there, they get especially a little bit on the aggressive side. Right, Yellow Tang, this is your corner over here, dude. Yep, this right. So anyway, I'm gonna just trying to, I clean the sand bed, well, not clean it, but I just hit it with a toothbrush daily, between the glass and just really quick to keep it that really clean look to it. And so yeah, there it is. It's kind of interesting. And see how it's a green and it has that little bit of the coralline algae on them and everything. So contrast that with the sump down here, my coral scrubber system down here. And so yeah, because I had added the crushed coral down here fairly recently, sure enough, it's going through the ugly stages, all on its own, but it takes a long time for it to become established like that, before it able to, it has this algae bloom right here, orange, crazy algae bloom, not only on the rocks, but also on the live rock right here, which is interesting as well, because the live rock right there, that was established rock, some of it was from the system on the top, and so, but regardless, it's still got a bunch of the algae that was growing over here on the crushed coral. It's kind of the orange, I don't know what if it's like a diatom or what, but it's some type of brown algae. But yep, there it is, so that's kind of interesting. And I put this Raj chalice right there. It might have been getting a little too much light, so I put them on it right here under this power head right there, a little bit of shade. And I have these turbinarias down here, as well as some fuzzy mushroom and a few discosomas. And what's interesting is that, see behind though, the crushed coral that's in the back, just a few spots right here. They're definitely don't have the orange on them, so it's starting to. That orange algae is starting to break apart, and it's not in the back of the section there. So, yeah, just in the front section, but so it's going to need it's going to need more time for that to burn itself out, and for the other stuff to get established in there, for it to mature. Same thing over here, but it just has that less lighting, and it's got more hair algae from not having any of the tangs down here, except I have the snails. Bunch of the stomatella snails down here, and as well as I put all of the astrea snails down here. So the astrea snails are the only ones that don't reproduce in the aquarium itself. There's 4 of them, and they do get kind of on the larger side, I believe. But the stomatellas came in with the live rock. The serenade snails came in with live rock. They reproduce. They will reproduce in the aquarium itself, as well as the stomatella snails and the tortoise snails. So the tortoise snails, I did buy those, and I bought 4 of them, put them in there, boom, and now I've definitely seen a bunch of babies of those guys here and there and around, and So those guys in the back right there, and this one up in the front, they're the look like the Serenity snails, but well, different mix of all of them, but certainly the most obvious ones right now are the Serenity snails. Let's go check them out. See if I can find one right here close to the glass. Yeah, there's one right there. So there he is, do a pretty good job reproducing there. And just go absolutely crazy. So they should just balance out, into the natural population, as far as what the aquarium can actually hold and maintain. But it's kind of like, I'm sure they're similar to the fish in that each of the different snails, they eat different, or they prefer to eat different types of algae. So it's kind of good to have a variety of snails in there to help with the algae and to keep them under control. So here's a shot of the long tentacle plate coral Heliofungia today, looking kind of weird. It's half deflated there, but it's okay. And so, yep. I was talking about last time how we were pretty much having, it's kind of like a light rule of thumb where generally if you have one species of coral that it can generally, touch the same species, and they should not sting each other, so it should be good species to species. However, the problem comes when you think you have the same species and it's actually a different species, which is in the case with the brains, right? So generally saying species can't touch with the same species and you're fine. And there is a few exceptions to that. And well, the main thing to look out for is the brains, right? Because the brains are probably all separate species. They just look really similar, and we call them the same. So you really have to be careful with them. This one is the green goniastra here, for example. And so yeah, those, and then with the lobophilias, generally, and then there's the lobophilias, but the orange ones are certainly a power binky. It's a whole different species. So yeah, with the brands really have to be careful with them. But yeah, so right here, bubbles with the bubbles. So I've got the green, white, and the green right there, all touching and doing okay. Yeah, so one of them I was curious about was the salmon corals, and definitely don't have, couldn't find any information on them. So I assume that they can touch, even though these are different color varieties, they're in the same family. So I've got those two, see what they're gonna do. I don't know, might give them a little bit more space right there to see, but I assume that they probably do not sting each other. We'll have to see. Salmon corals, they have just the smallest, almost like a microscopic little polyps on them. So this is the starry salmon coral right there. And then that one in the middle is the watermelon, kind of a goldish with the green rim. And then the green Rogers salmon coral. And then this one is I think it's a different one. No, this is the starry. No, not starry, but it's similar to the starry, but it's slightly different colors with the orange and the gold. And then with the green branching salmon coral right there. Yep, so that's my salmon coral garden right there, guys. And looking pretty good, everything else. Check out the clams right here. Yep, there they are, still doing okay. Kind of like to move around like crazy. Bumper clams a little bit. Had this blue one right there, was latched on, but it unlatched and it started moving around, moving off of the little clam hammock there. So, not quite sure if he doesn't like the clam hammock as much. And you kind of like the other ones right there seem to be doing good. The Croceas. Here's one of the almost straight up against the glass right here. This is the purple and gold Crocea. There it is. And then I got the other smaller one right there. And then another smaller one of the purple Groceas, and doing good. And the salmon and the Squamosa right there, looking okay as well. Alright guys, so let's see, let's check out, what's up you little thing, let's come out and check out the 20-gallon quarantine system real quick and see what's going on over here. So yeah, same thing, everything's doing pretty well. Oh, except for the fact that I certainly did dead coral, dead acropora. That's right, I lost that spathulata that I had right there from reef bum. So the only thing I do have left from the reef bum right here is the green kryptonite. Tenuous right there, so hopefully it'll do good right there. And yep, so let's see here. We got this this is the rainbow loom right there, and what's interesting is that the rainbow loom was over here, and there's a spot of the rainbow loom right here, and encrusted a little bit under the rock right there, and I believe the rainbow loom is known for being a really good encruster. And so yeah, there it is, a little piece of it right there that was on the rock right there. Didn't mean for it to come off right there, but the rock was kind of loose and it just kind of fell off by itself. So there it is, it'll probably sprout up all on its own right there. And then I also have, probably going to be, I don't know if I could try to zoom in on it, but there is the same thing happen. Small little piece right there of this other, the bonsai acropora that was right there as well. And just two little polyps and a little speck of flesh of the bonsai coral right there. So yeah, there's just two polyps right there. I can see them, and and it's quite possible that it's gonna just continue to develop and to encrust and to turn into a whole another bonsai acropora. So let's maybe get another view of him over here. There he is. But they're similar to the, looks like this the green digitata coral right there, right? But that's not, because it wasn't there. I had the bonsai over here for at least like 3 months. So here's a shot of him right there. You could just barely see him. There it is. Not really focused that well, but that's the bonsai. Two little polyps on a really small speck of flesh. See what it just might just die. I'll let you know. Something to keep an eye on. Check back for the next updates to see what's going on, if it just dies off or whether we're still doing good. But let's check out the mushrooms over here, and definitely doing good. Got the interstellar mushrooms getting a little bit bigger right here, certainly. So one looks pink and the other one definitely has a little bit of orange, slightly different. And that's the Nubula mushroom discosoma. Doing pretty good. This is the green micromusa. And yes, micromusas with micromusas. You can put them together. So I'm looking forward to putting this green micromusa over here with my orange micromusa in the main display, and kind of have a micromusa garden, of course. And so, yep. Everybody else seems to be doing good. I still have these, still have the frog skin acropora right here. It's still alive, so good so far. We'll see. And yep, key lime pie right there. Good polyp extension, and it's continuing to grow. Get a quick top-down shot of it up here. Let's see. Yep, there he is right there. So just trying to looking pretty good, because it's growing up towards this angle up here, as well as the purple stylophora right there, and the crazy toadstool right there. Alright guys, well, oh yeah, let's check out these guys over here. Got this stylophores are doing good right here. This is the Jason Fox bug out. Good pulp extension, good color, seems to be doing really well. As well as the other one over here. This is the rainbow stylophora, looking pretty good right there. And nice good frag, so really happy about that guy. Yep, and we got these I got these orange mushrooms spreading around everywhere. There's quite a few of them dropped off from the, I think those are mostly these the jawbreakers. I think they're Candy Crush jawbreakers. So I got here and there, they're spreading around, starting new colonies right there. And Euphilia doing pretty good. Yep, there's a quick shot of the mushroom corner over here. And same thing, you can see how this blue spotted is fighting a little bit with the fuzzy mushroom there, it would seem. And these other dudes are doing good. This is the gold spotted green discosoma. Looking a little bit better. Can't really see the gold spots right there, but there he is. And this one is the gold rim discosoma, looking a little bit bigger too. Alright guys, well I guess that's it, but check back on the next update to see what's going on, and I hope you guys have happy reefing. Alright, check you on the next one. Bye.